In today's hectic business world, the last thing you want to worry about is your business management software. You need dependability. You need efficiency. You need Microsoft Dynamics GP. We understand that you require software that you can rely on to adjust to changes within and outside of your company. Microsoft Dynamics GP 2010 R2 is a robust application that gives you more insight and greater efficiency. Effective operation managers spend most of their day in item lists. Default sets of reports are assigned to the item navigation list and can be personalized by role. It's convenient to be able to look at everything in one spot and not have to browse around to find the info. Let's start by looking at the sales trend for the central region. To view information specifically for one item, simply mark the box next to the item and refresh the report. Just like that, a trend report is made for the one item that needed to be looked at. You can see the Connect sales are increasing and adjustments need to be made to the purchases of this item. Select the item or items to be analyzed and refresh the reports to get the correct data based on the items selected. Looking at the location and quantity report, all three locations have quantity in them, but the central warehouse, which is located in Chicago, is a little low for the sales trends that are now expected. Since it may take a few days to get the items in, make sure the warehouse has enough quantity on hand for the spike in the demand. Looking at the quantities in the sites, it appears there's a large number of connects in stock in the south site. A transfer of quantities to the central site in Chicago, much closer to our central region customers than Houston, would be a logical choice. This will help to have a faster shipment to customers when they place an order for the Connect. Now that the immediate problem with the Connect inventory in the central warehouse is fixed, the amount of items being purchased must be adjusted to keep up with the demand. Next, let's see how you can analyze and communicate with vendors to make sure you get the best price and timely deliveries. Here you can see which vendors this item is normally purchased from. American is the vendor with the lowest price, so look to see where that vendor is located and how fast the Connect item can be delivered from them. See that American is located in Chicago. The vendor navigation list has the ability to do analysis based on vendor reports. Notice that there are some of the same reports, but also other reports specifically looking at the vendors, giving you more insight into your business. In addition to seeing the Connect that is to be purchased from American, other items and their prices can be viewed as well. Before making a final decision on using American, let's check to make sure they can get the item shipped as soon as possible before entering the purchase order. Start a communicator conversation using the actions on the reports. From here, the internal contacts are listed, but also notice the external contact, American, is linked to this report. The contact at American is online, so you can send him a quick message. Now you can communicate with them about quantity and delivery rates. Getting answers to important questions when business trends change quickly gives you more flexibility to run your business. Next, let's create the purchase order. Right from your list, with one click, you can create it. Notice that the vendor ID automatically comes in, saving you time. And all you have to do is enter the Xbox Connect item information. Before submitting, make a few quick changes to the purchase order, updating the required date on the purchase order to be April 15th based on the conversation with American. It's also possible to make changes to the email options on this one purchase order. Make those changes by going into the email details window. By default, the email settings are on the vendor card, but in this case, add another email address to the purchase order. Add Craig, a sales manager, to the BCC to keep him informed on the purchase order created. With one of the new features in Microsoft Dynamics GP 2010 R2, you have the ability to add data fields to email messages. This allows for a more personalized message that can be sent out during the email process. The purchase order email includes the vendor name, document date, and required date to the email message. Now that all the changes have been made to the purchase order, we'll save the purchase order and email it to American. By emailing the purchase order, the vendor receives it quickly, saving everyone time. Using Microsoft Dynamics GP 2010 R2 gives you better insight into the key trends in your organization, giving you solutions to run your business with greater efficiency. Let's take a look at what the vendor will see. Here is the personalized email with the important information about the order and our conversation about the ship dates. The attached purchase order, using the power of Microsoft Word, gives my vendor a professional-looking purchase order with Microsoft Dynamics GP.